Here's a garden update on 5/26/24, the 26th of May. I just gave one on the 23rd. My garden was doing really good. And now it's not doing all that great. We had some high winds and possible tornado that landed. It's kind of crazy how my strawberries could survive on the table, but this big ass tree comes down. Well, at least some of my tomatoes are okay. I may be able to survive some of this. As you can see, this is my backyard. I've got siding that came off my house. Over here, I lost a tree. This was a maple tree. I got lucky though, because my house is right here. I could have lost, those branches could have came and landed on my house, but they didn't. And this is where my greenhouse was. I still haven't found my greenhouse yet. I'm gonna have to find that. Found my greenhouse. It's on the other side of the fence. So here's my June 24th garden update since the storm, when I thought the storm had taken out my garden. So let's have a little look here. This is my first tomato row that I was so worried about. It is my Kuesterle tomatoes, and I'll show you some of these up here up front. Got some good sized ones going on there. These can reach up to a pound or so more, and so they're doing really good. This is my green bean line. I thought they were wiped out in the storm, but not. I've already had 2 pickings of green beans, and you can kind of see I've got more on there that I'm getting ready to pick. Here's my banana peppers. My snow peas are basically done. They're not going to produce anymore, but I've got some more seeds I'm going to plant in there. And then my other pepper plants are doing really good. And this row of tomatoes and 3 of these are my San Marzanos, the ones I plan on canning. This is my Sweet 100 cherry tomatoes, and starting to get some to ripen. I got several more on the vine here. I got 2 Poblano plants there. These are my Salites tomatoes, and they are a slicing tomato. I'm going to do a video on them on my tomatoes when I get some ripened ones to kind of show you that. My bell pepper. And these are my tomatillo plants. I got 2 of them, which is really cool. This is my rhubarb. I got some extra tomato plants coming on here. A striped German, a San Marzano, and a Salites. My asparagus, I'm letting it grow out. My potatoes plants survived, even though they got knocked down. And then in the back over here, where my greenhouse used to be, I've got this is called Clio. It's a dandelion green, and it's coming on. I've got some iceberg lettuce, and I've got some romine that are coming on that I'll start munching on here pretty soon. Cucumber plants right here. growing up the fence. I've already harvested several off of this. I've got more coming on right there. So my hydroponic bucket system is working, and you can tell because these plants, these tomato plants I've got right here in the first row, are about shoulder length with me. My San Marzanos are up to my waist. My Sweet 100 cherry tomatoes is already surpassing me. This is, okay, let's go to the front. Cherry tomato, Sweet 100. It's not as tall yet, but it's still growing. So in the front, I have a garden circle that I put flowers and some vegetables and fruits. So right here I've got my watermelon plants, sugar babies going on. You can see they're doing pretty good. Right here and right there I have honeydew melons. I have a zucchini plant, and I have a butternut squash. Last year I had one vine and it produced like 88 pounds of butternut squash. So if you like butternut squash, I recommend growing it because it will produce lots of food. And what's great about the butternut squash is I've got 2 left over in my house from last year, and they're still good. I could cook them today. They last a long time. They're also known as winter squash, and that's why they're called winter squash, is because they last through the winter. And then I've got another, I don't know if you can see it, but it's another watermelon plant right here going on. So I'm going to have